So now I'm on to page 10, and the pictures I printed are from New Orleans this time instead of Vegas. I just thought I'd change it up because it's the same paper company, I guess. Oh, I didn't put anything behind that. It's, oh, well, wait a second. See, I didn't even look. So that's more for housing. I like that side. Okay, I'm not going to use that. I'll still use this. I think I have enough with this. And I'll just keep this and I'll do another layout with this. No biggie. Okay. So this is in New Orleans. We had gone to Café du Monde. This was in, what year was that? That's when we went to Houston. So that would be 2007, I believe. Yeah, 2007. So I just had to have a drink of coffee. Okay. And I looked, and there's not too many pictures that I'm in it because I was the one with the camera. And I took quite a few pictures. I don't think I was as crazy back then as I am now to take. They thought I took a lot, but it was like 100. And now when we go on vacation, it's like, you know, I don't know, 1,000. But it's digital, right? So it doesn't matter. I think my digital camera was fairly new back then, so I was like still taking pictures like it was a film camera. Not that that mattered, because in 2001, our first time we went to Disney, it was films. And I didn't want to have to buy films at Disney because I knew it would be ridiculous, the amount that they would charge. So I brought films with me, and I brought 71 or 75 rolls. And I took 71 rolls of them, of 24 prints. And when we get home, we, in the budget, I kind of taken into account how much it would cost to get those developed. So when we get home, we get off the plane, and back then I used to get all my pictures in at Walmart. And we went directly to Walmart and dropped off, I don't think it was all the rolls, but I think it was half. And then the next pay we got the rest of them, because I didn't think I was going to take like 70 rolls. That, you know, I want to be safe, but I figured, you know, okay, yeah, we'll bring 70, but I'll probably take like, you know, 40 or something. But no. So we got about half developed, and then the other half the week after. So now I gotta find somewhere for all those bags. Have all these bags from all the layouts that are done. Now, the way that I seem to be doing it is if I get 3 pages done in a day, by the 3rd page, I'm just, I don't know what to say anymore, so I'm just going to do a fast forward, a voiceover, which you wouldn't think it was more work, but it kind of is, because once, oh, that's pretty too, because once these are done, they're done. I just kind of upload them to YouTube, basically, with a few minor adjustments, but usually it's a few editing, a little bit of editing, and then I can upload it to YouTube. But the other ones, I'm going to have to do a voiceover. which is fine. That means today I got to do a couple of voiceovers because I have two that I did. I'm going to do the sped up kind of thing. Okay. So you see, even where I changed my mind, because this was going to be like a house plan kind of thing, and I changed my mind. When I looked at these pictures, I was kind of in the mood for traveling pictures, so I'm going to do this. And it was kind of nice to print the pictures small because, like I said, I wasn't in a lot of the pictures. I am in this one. But I found whenever I handed my camera over to someone else, the pictures aren't very clear. So they didn't, it wasn't their camera, right? So they didn't know how to make it so that it was focused or whatever. So this one is focused this small, but bigger, it's really not focused. So I was okay with that. Now, this is the year we went to Houston. And so there was 5 of us that went to Houston together from this area, like from where I live. And then we went to a Stampin' Up! Conference. And then when we were done, we stayed an extra few days. And we drove to New Orleans. And we stayed at a hotel just outside New Orleans, like the night before, because our conference finished like late afternoon, let's say. And then we checked out of our hotel and we drove to New Orleans, stayed there the night. And really that night, all we did was we had supper. And that was it, because it was getting kind of late. And the next day, we drove to New Orleans and we spent the day there. And it was amazing. I absolutely loved it. And it was funny because the girl from our hotel, she was like, oh, where are you gals heading out today? And we said, oh, we're going to New Orleans. And she said, by yourselves? And we're like, yeah. She goes, oh, no. You can't go there just, a bunch of women by yourself. And we're like, no, we'll be okay. And she said, well, you have to make sure that you get out before dark or before nighttime. So anyway, we went, we totally enjoyed it. We took her, we were done anyway, but we did take her advice and we left just as nighttime was falling. We could tell it was getting a little rowdy. Actually, it was rowdy during the day. Not this page. I won't talk about that event that happened, but the other page, when I do it, I'm going to talk about it. But this one here, my friend was like, oh my goodness, she had been there already. You have to go eat these donuts at Café du Monde. So we went and it was packed. We had a hard time finding a table that was clean because all the tables were like messy. And I'm talking like dishes mounted, like just. And it's not because they were slackers or anything like that. It was ridiculously busy. Like they weren't stopping 1 second. And it was just like go. And but they cleaned off a table for us to sit. And so we sat and we had these yummy donuts. I think I'm going to do like a band across here, all the way across. And I have to say, oh shoot, I think I made that too small. A little bit. I didn't like the coffee at all. But the donuts, oh, they were yummy. The coffee was too strong. I'm not one for strong coffee. I love my coffee, but I don't like strong coffee. See how light it is? I like the, what do you call that? The flavored coffee quite a bit. Now, from Tim Hortons, I was getting the mochas all the time. I had to stop that because I noticed that I was putting on some pounds, and I know it had to do with that because I was having one of those like all the time, and I mean it's full of whipped cream, and so I was like, okay, time to lay off the mochas, and so now I'm just drinking regular coffee. I couldn't quit altogether. Another thing I did too was I used to drink a lot of Pepsis at night when I was working. Not so much when I'm home, but when I was working, because I would drink the one coffee, and then I would switch over to the Pepsi, so to keep me awake. And sometimes I would drink like 3 Pepsis in a night, which is a lot. So that's a lot of calories. So now I drink water. I mean, I don't adore water, but it's okay. And it's healthier, so. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is, because I'm doing sort of this thing here, is I'm going to keep my layering and stuff all here. And I got these rub-ons that I put with this kit. Ooh, I have these sitting on the side here, and they match really well. So I think I'm going to use that. Oh, and this is left over from another layout, and that works out really good. That's the back side of that, so I might be able to tuck that in there somewhere. What's the back? Oh, that's the same as that, so that's, I might be able to use this too. We will see. Okay, so let's open this up. I think I'm going to find some ink too and ink all the edges. I believe I am. So, barn door, that's more like a red. But I'll keep it in mind because it might still... Festive berries, I think that's kind of a red. That's really red. Let's try burn door. Yeah, it's really red. Let me just see. It might still go, but because I think the pinks are going to be not the kind of pinks that I want. I'm not going for any pinks at all. I'm all going, it's fired brick. It's kind of dark. One more. See, this is worn lipstick, but I think that's going to be too, yeah, way too pinky. So out of these 3, I think I like barn door the most. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm not going to ink it up like super, but just a little bit. Still don't know where I'm going to put those rub-ons, but that's all right. So now today, I think it's like, I don't know what time it is, 1 o'clock. And I did the dishes and everything before I came upstairs, so that way that's done. After I'm done this page, I gotta go take some laundry out of the dryer and then put it in. See, that's our life this weekend. Kind of boring. No hockey. Well, they have practice tonight, but no hockey game. And there's no hockey till the 22nd, which is sort of the semifinals. And they're in the semifinals for sure because they finished either second or third. It just depends on how the other team is how they're gonna do on their games. We're done with their games, and they still had like 4 games to play, and they're about 5 points behind us. But if they win all their 3 games, then they're ahead of us. But we're still in the semifinals. It's just depending whether we're in second or in third place. So, which either place doesn't matter. Actually, I really like this color. And then if they win the semifinals, then we go in the finals, and the winner of that wins the banner for the year, which is kind of cool. Okay. So this one here, this page here is just going to be about this coffee place. So I gotta find a spot where I can do my journaling. Let me see. Do this and just put this over top, or put them all in behind. I don't know. Kind of like it over top. And then I can start, maybe I can find something here, like a tag or something, that I could do my journaling. Because that'd be the perfect place to do the journaling. Let me glue this down, because I'm pretty sure this is how I want to get it done. And then we'll keep going. There we go. So last night, the only thing we did was we watched 2 episodes of Chicago PD, which I absolutely love. Love that show. All the Chicago. There's Chicago PD, Chicago Fire, and Chicago MD, or Chicago Med. And I love all of them. So we watched 2, we were behind 2 episodes. Or did we? Yes, 2 episodes of Chicago PD. And then I went upstairs and I went to bed, and I read about 100 pages in the book I'm reading now, which is Between the Lines by Jodi Picoult. I don't know how to say her name with an English accent. Which I'm enjoying. It's kind of cute. I think after all the action of City of Ashes, it's kind of like a little slow, I would say, but it's still good. Like, I'm still enjoying it. I didn't want to read another City of Bones novel right away, but maybe I should have, because I want to know what's happened. But it's okay. One thing I did do, though, is I ordered the movie. I never even knew there was a movie. And then I know there's Shadowhunters on Netflix, which I don't know if I want to watch it now. I don't know if it's going to ruin the books for me. So I'm going to put it on hold for now and not watch it right away, because I want to ask someone that's watched both, or, you know, read the books, and watch if it ruins the books for you, because I don't want that to happen. I want to enjoy the books. So I still haven't gone and printed my photos. This is so bad. I'm not going to have them for next time either. And I'm using up a lot of ink out of my printer, so I'm going to end up running out of ink. So I need to go do that. I'm enjoying that I can do smaller photos though, so that's good. This is probably my favorite washi. I use it all the time. I just find it just kind of gives a little boldness. And I think it was from an Amy Tangerine package. I'm not sure, but I think a few collections back. Seems to me that's the only time that I bought really thin washi was Amy Tangerine, until the last time I went to Michael's and I bought some of these, but haven't used them yet. They're kind of bright. So, okay, because see, I have some words that are in black here, so, and maybe I can use a label too. That's the color. I could do that. Let's take this stickiness away. And this tool here is an EK Success powder tool. So basically it's just a little brush, and inside here there's powder. I got mine at Simon Says Stamp because it's probably the tool that I get the most question about, is this one. Might put that there. I still want to find something to do my journaling on. How about just a journaling card? That. Okay. I don't know if I want to put like, oh, maybe this. A little strip at the top and the bottom, just to make it look like it belongs. About 1/4 of an inch, not too big. I don't know. Maybe let some of the white come out. Let's cut it. I don't know. Okay. Okay, what about some of these? But then I won't be able to do the journaling. But it's so pretty. Let me see. Let's go for it. Oh, I probably shouldn't have cut the back too, but oh well. It is done. Okay. Okay, let's put it back on this so it doesn't. Let's move that. So it doesn't go on the paper. My bone folder. Now this is a fairly new rub-on, like I just got these not that long ago. Less than a month ago, so it better so be good. It's nice and thick. Can see that for sure. So I'm just gonna make sure it's down. Okay. Now when you lift it, just go gentle. Wow, even the parts that I didn't rub off, because I didn't even touch that, right? Okay. So that's good. These rub-ons are awesome. Here, instead of cutting them off, I'll just fold them to the back. Isn't that pretty? Oh, it's pretty. Okay. Yeah. I can just do it. I don't have too much to say anyway, so I can just do it here. It's not a big deal. Okay. So that's going to separate my sheet in two, which I don't like. But what can you do? Okay. The rest of the other rub-on is still stuck to me. There you go. Okay. Yay. Huh. The outline of this stayed on the rub-on. Oh well. You can still see it. Whatever. I like to put words over top a cluster like that. Something like that, maybe. Okay. So that's one cluster. I said I want to keep the clusters in here. I kind of put my washi tape a little early, but I can always lift it. What if I just put it up here? Okay, what is left? am I going to put a third? Maybe I was just joking. Maybe I'll do a third one. Down here. And then to put some more rub-ons, I guess, I can put maybe half of that doily down here, half of it up here somehow. There. And then there's little hearts. I think I'll put the little hearts all over. And there's this left. I don't think there's much room for that. That's okay. That's one thing that won't get used. Woohoo! Okay, so now it's time to put it all together. Add a little bit of ink to all the edges. And then I'm going to glue her down. I'm trying to drink my coffee before it goes cold. I am famous for only drinking half a cup, although that's been sort of what I wanted to do this year, was to take it down to about half a cup, because I found I was drinking too much. So I guess I'm just kind of going with what's better for me, right? Okay, so it looks like it's in the middle of the page here, but all the other stuff are going to come and butt up against it, so then it's going to be underneath. I was going to put it the other side, but I don't think you'd be able to tell that it's a cute little doily. So I'll put on this side so you can, oops, actually see it. And then this I'll keep. And there it peeks out. So let's put this down. Should I put this on foam dots or foam tape? Yeah, let's go for it. There. So yeah, this was like 9 years ago. 9 years ago? 8 years ago. A long time ago. That we went there. And oh my goodness. Yeah, because it'll be 10 years next year. Oh, wow. Where does time go? I remember I was all stressed out because that's the year that I started working at Medic Center, which is 911, the ambulance dispatch. And I got hired in the end of December, early January. And they didn't know when the training was going to be. And I was like, oh my gosh, I hope it's not, because we were going here the early January, like the first week, second week. Anyway, I was like, oh my goodness, if I get the, if I get the job and we start training, I'm going to have to cancel my trip because, this is a good job. But I didn't want to not go because I really wanted to go. So it all worked out we never started our training till February, so I had time to go. Still have a couple weeks to recoup when I got home. And then I started my training. So it worked out. Then the year after, I went to two places the year after. Man. Year after I went to Houston. No, sorry. I went to Palm Springs and Las Vegas. And then in 2008, we also went to Disney with my family. That was cool. Okay, this isn't working. So does it have... it has it was plastic from the sticker sheet. Okay. There. So yeah, traveling is one of my favorite things to do. I really love it. But I can't believe that I haven't scrapbooked any of these pictures. None. So I thought this would be a good time. And I'm telling you, having those page kits done, I am flying through them. This is page 10. And this is March 6th. So I'm getting, and I know like there's going to be like from March 8, 9, 10, 11, I won't be able to do anything because I'm working, but at least I know I'm going to be kind of ahead of the game. And I certainly know that I'm not going to be in the top contenders. That's okay. I'm beating my own personal, what do you call that? My own personal goals. There we go. I'm going to put this down a little bit because I want to put that here. What do I want to put here? I don't know. I'm going to put it here and it kind of mimics that at the bottom, so that's perfect. Like that. And I'm going to put the date here. I'm going to put that little thing there, and I'm going to put the word over top. I cut the embellishments in half. Like you saw, I cut that in half, even the rub-ons, and then the rest of the stuff, you know, cut it in half, separate it. And I know, like, I actually, not so much lately, but in the past, I've had a lot of questions like, why would you cut the stuff in half when, you know, there's so much stuff? You have so much stuff. And mainly is so it can match, right? It's not that I'm trying to be extra frugal, or, which it is in a way, right? Because you're kind of stretching. But I don't have a ton of this collection, let's say, in my stash, or a ton that would match this collection. So I don't, like, for example, I don't have another one of those labels. I don't have another one of those rub-ons. So to make it so that it all goes together for this layout, by cutting it in half and stretching it, then I'm getting more use of that kit that I bought, or paper kit, I guess. And I had a few other people to ask me, is this kits that you bought, or is it kits that you're putting together? For this purpose of the Calvinball, it's kits that I put together. So I'm digging deep into my stash. I'm looking for newer collections, those ones I don't have to dig so deep, but newer collections, older collections, and then I'm just kind of playing, making sure that they coordinate or match, or whatever, how you want to say it, so that they coordinate. And then I'm adding, in the previous videos, I added embellishments to them. And now that Calvinball has started, I'm actually doing videos with the prep page that I did. Now, because I was a little under the weather last week, I didn't get to matching the photos and doing the journaling like I had originally planned. But as you can tell, I think the biggest part of this, if you can get your papers and your embellishments chosen, I think you're kind of making yourself ahead of the game anyway. I'm not wasting 20 minutes to find pictures to go with these layout or these pages. I just go, okay, I like the last 4 pages. I'm like, okay, went into the Vegas folder that I moved over to my computer because it was on a hard drive, and because I want to go and get the pictures printed, because none of the pictures are printed. So I now go through the pictures and go, okay, yep, these 2, I'm going to do these, and I just go and I print them, and I'm not looking for 10 pages ahead. It's just page 11 is still not chosen the pictures. Once I look at the pattern papers, boom, I kind of decide, okay, yeah, I'm going to keep going on Vegas, or this one I'm like, you know what, this is like the 2nd or 3rd page with that paper kit, which it was my mind's eye on trend 2. So how about if you just change trips, because I had put quite a few different trips on my computer. So I just went to New Orleans, picked a couple of pictures, printed them, boom, done. And I'm liking that. And it's going fast. So I'm just going to use up the rest of those little hearts, because you know what? They're just going to get lost. And they're going to get wrecked. So I'm going to put them here. So I know they get used. These rub-ons work really well. Like really well. I just rub that off with my nail. Awesome. Okay, so I think that's it for the embellishments that I had put together anyway. Now let's see. These were sitting on the side of my desk here. I think I opened a drawer the other day and they fell. I just picked them up and put them there. Yeah, I need to clean my desk, which I think I'm going to try and get to today. Another thing I'm going to try and get to today is going to get those pictures printed. Oh, my husband was supposed to get me a stick yesterday so that I could download the pictures, and he forgot. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want to put it off any longer. So I might go print the ones that are just on SD cards for now. And then, I don't know, wait till he buys me a card tomorrow, and then, so I'll get them at 2 different times, but that's okay. Okay, so I'll just put some of these sequins. I have so many sequins, it's time that I start using them. Ew. Okay. There was a lot of adhesive there. All right. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay. I don't like where they're sitting. Put one there. One there. And one there. Okay. Next, what I have to think of is, what am I going to do? What's going to be my title? No idea. Maybe I can just, I don't know, make it New Orleans. Maybe just so good. Kind of thinking, yeah, I'll just do a little bit of journaling, maybe here, so that it's contained in here. Okay, so I think I'm going to do my letters in, so that was January, I'm all over the place, eh? January 2007. No. When did I go? That was Houston, and then there was Palm Springs. Did I go to Palm Springs last, or did I go to New Orleans last? Oh, I don't remember. I don't have enough of those. Can't remember. Yeah, this was 2007. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. So I'll go find another sticker sheet of these for the 0. I didn't have to go far. I had one behind me. So I'll just put January 07. And then the title, I think I'll just do New Orleans. New Orleans. New Orleans. Just depends on your accent, I guess. Seriously? There's no E's. On either sticker sheets. Okay, now I have to go look. have 4 of these and none of them have E's. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll just stick in maybe just randomly some uppercase. I don't want to do it all in uppercase because then because there's only one uppercase. That doesn't look good. Oh, well, no wonder. Maybe I'll just do the E in uppercase. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think. Just gotta check one little thing. Not in there. There, that's why it didn't look good. That's why it didn't look good to me. Okay. I was misspelling New Orleans. That's why. With the one capital, I think it'll be okay. Should I put under there? Here, here, or here. Maybe under here. Yeah, I think I like it there. I think. I don't know. That kind of goes. Hooray, and you rock, New Orleans. I kind of like that. Okay. So the next question is, do I put it up against the black here, or do I leave a little spot? I'm gonna leave a little spot. Okay. Probably a lot of you are saying, you're spelling it wrong. I knew there was something that was looking off, and I was like, what did I do wrong? That's what it is. Okay, so I got the date. I got a title. Now, got this here. And I'm going to do the journaling off camera because I'm not really sure what I'm going to do as the journaling, but I'm going to do the journaling right away as soon as I turn off the camera. I like to do it on a piece of scratch paper first and then do it. And I noticed that the last few times that I was doing it directly on here, I was kind of screwing up my journaling. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back with layout 11.